I just finished watching the Summer League matchup, supposedly of the century, of ever, Bronny versus Cooper Flagg. And honestly, I was underwhelmed by both guys. Of course, Bronny, he came out strong, hit his first 2 shots. Those would be his only makes of the game. He finished 2 for 8. You know, he struggled. They gave him some bogus free throws because he gets all the calls. While Cooper Flagg went 5 for 20, but he had, 6, 7 assists. He had 6, 7 rebounds. He had 2 steals, couple blocks. He looks pretty good, and he was playing point guard, and they were trapping and doubling him. They doubled him from the first play of the game. It was pretty crazy to see. But his handle is really good for a 6'10 guy. He's really fast, and he almost dunked on this one guy from almost the free throw line. It was pretty crazy. But if you watch the broadcast like I did, I don't know if you heard, but Bronny James supposedly is Jesus Shuttlesworth. He's probably the next Jesus Christ to ESPN because they could talk about how good Bronny was, how great a defender he was. Bronny James gives up every bucket on defense because he can't guard. He cannot guard. And then on offense, he was 2 for 8. And it's crazy. The Lakers literally let him shoot the final shot. And he shot a super brick just like his dad would. And it's like, get this guy out of the league. He's taking opportunities. Then you have an undrafted guy on the other team for the Mavs, Nimhart's brother. He has 20 points. He has 5 assists or more. He looks great. He's playing great defense, and he's smaller than Bronny. So all the people on ESPN, they keep, Bronny's small, and he's bulked up, and he can guard Cooper Flagg. And all. No, he can't. This guy, Nimhart, was great out there tonight. And they were talking about him a little bit because his brother was there. But they should be talking about him the whole broadcast. They talked about Bronny more than they talked about Cooper Flagg, the number 1 pick. And Bronny looked horrible again. I'm sick of it. I have Bronny James fatigue. And then Cooper Flagg, poor guy, he's getting fouled every play. At one point, he's being guarded by Darius Bazley. Darius Bazley was just hacking him. Nothing being called. Bronny James, somebody breathes by him, foul, and they give him free throws. He ended up with 8 points tonight because he gets free throws. They gave him 4 free throws for no reason. And it's like, get this kid out the league. Get his father out of the league. I have Bronny James fatigue. I want to know about Cooper Flagg. I want to know about Nimhart's little brother that comes in the league and looks great. Or Swindler from the Lakers. He's in his 2nd year. He led the summer league, in Salt Lake in points. And he looked great again tonight. Led the Lakers in points. And all they can talk about is scrub-ass Bronny who goes 2 for 8. It's ridiculous. ESPN, clearly you're getting paid by LeBron James to push that narrative. Can we just watch the basketball game and not hear about someone who's the 55th pick and shouldn't even be on the roster and who's having a bad game? Can we not hear about him for 5 minutes? Y'all talk about him more than Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg is the future. And I'm loving it because you can really see Bron is already mad at the Lakers. Bron is mad at Luka, and he's going to be mad at Cooper Flagg because once Cooper Flagg gets his shot down and gets in rhythm, it's over. You can already tell that kid's the next star, and he's the next star not because he's the most athletic or he's the most talented. He's very athletic, and he's very talented, and he's very tall, and he can dribble, and he's fast, and he can do basically everything. But it's because he plays hard. LeBron James, you heard that? He plays hard. Do you play hard? No, you don't. You never played, not even your rookie year or 2nd year, with the kind of intensity that Cooper Flagg plays with. Cooper Flagg had 2 blocks, 2 steals. He's out there running, competing every time on defense. He's getting back every time on defense for Summer League. He did this at Duke. Zion Williamson, you hear me too? Oh, you were the better prospect out of Duke, Zion, but you're nowhere near Cooper Flagg because you don't play defense. And Bronny James is out there, and they're saying he's a defensive stopper. He can't stop anything. He can't stop anyone. They always blow right by him or shoot over him. And then, it's Summer League. So at one point he was guarding Cooper Flagg, and they were just letting him foul him, and they finally called a foul. And it's like, if that would have been anybody else, they would have been called the foul. But, of course, the Mavericks, they finished it out. The Lakers have already played their whole Salt Lake series, so they should be way more cohesive, way more of a team. They shouldn't have lost tonight to the Mavericks, and they did. And they did, because the Lakers, since they don't have draft picks or anything, since LeBron traded away all the draft picks, they really don't have a whole lot of talent on their team for the Summer League. And you have Darius Bazley out there who's already played 250 NBA games. And I feel like he shouldn't even be out there. If you played 250 NBA games, why are you in a Summer League game? You know? But Cooper Flagg looked good tonight. He needs to get his shot better. He shoots kind of from the side on his three. He needs to clean that up. But everything I saw said once he gets his shot falling and he gets in rhythm, he hasn't played a game in 6 months, that he's a bona fide superstar. Bona fide superstar. Not a ESPN superstar that they just keep pushing down your throat and telling you, this guy's the next Michael Jordan, this guy's the next blah, blah, blah. And then they're not good and they let you down. No, this guy plays hard. This guy plays with effort. This guy is the future of the league. Him, Wemby, Ant. So, Bron, you can retire and you can take your scrub son with you. And, you know, I hate it for Bronny because he seems like a nice dude. He seems like a good kid. But when your dad talks so much and he pouts and he's the most passive-aggressive human on planet Earth, then people are sick of it. And I'm sick of the ESPN coverage. Now it's been 20 years of LeBron, and now they're trying to put Bronny down our throats, and he's not even good. He's not even good, shouldn't even be in the NBA. I want to hear more about Cooper Flagg. I want to hear more about Nimhart's brother. I want to see other players. VJ Wincombe or whatever, how you say his name, the number 2 pick. I don't know how to say his last name. That guy for the Sixers is amazing. Or his number 3 pick. That guy is amazing. Amazing. They barely talked about him. He had one Summer League game, came out, scored 28, was looking amazing, hitting threes, dunking. He's 6'6". He's got long arms. He plays defense, everything. And then they talk about him, none. But they're talking about a 6 foot, 170-pound scrub every second on ESPN. And it's just ridiculous. That's why people on YouTube watch other YouTubers of normal people than watching these former NBA players who are getting paid to boost up Bronny and not tell you about any real ballers. They don't tell you about any real ballers. They watch the game and they don't even watch it really. You know, they're like Stephen A. They're playing solitaire during the game. But tonight we saw Cooper Flagg is the future of the league. He just got to get his shots to fall. He's got to get more consistent with his jumper. And his shot selection was a little wild, but he just was, getting his feet wet. He just wanted to see. But they had him playing point guard all night. That's a scary sight. Him, AD, Kyrie, Gafford, Clay, PJ Washington. That's a scary sight. Those are big lineups. The Mavs actually remind me of the bubble Lakers, where they were so big, 1 through 5, that's how they won the championship, really. That's how they dominated. And I feel like the Mavericks could do that. I feel like, Cooper Flagg could run that point forward until Kyrie comes back. And he's got AD out there with Gafford, with PJ Washington, Clay. That's a huge lineup. Teams are going to have trouble with that, especially the Lakers. You're going to go put Austin Reeves and Luka on those guys and LeBron. Give me a break. They're not even going to get back. And at the pace Cooper Flagg likes to play, and he was already in shape tonight, running up and down that floor, not getting tired. Imagine when he gets in shape, and imagine when he is out there with a Kyrie or out there with, an AD with other stars. We saw him in the Olympics when he played with the Olympics team in the practices. He was dominating. He was looking good when he had other stars around him. And at Duke, he was the player of the year, best player in college. He lost in the Final Four, barely. He had an amazing year. But instead, ESPN's talking about a kid that didn't even average 4 points in college. And he went 2 for 8 again tonight. He's shooting terrible, always shooting terrible. Bricks the game winner, just like his dad. And I'm ready to hear all the excuses. But, all right, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about the game tonight. It's Bias Sports. I'm out.